and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And this is one we all need to sign.
January 2026 Board of Adjustments meeting, consider self seated. Call to order. Had the pledge of allegiance. Has everyone had time to review the minutes?
Yep.
Yes.
That's just the rest of my packet that I have to put in with the meeting minutes.
I'm looking for a place to sign.
I don't think there is a place on there, on that one, maybe, is there?
I don't think I'm that one.
Yeah. You can just either put it at the bottom or at the back, maybe.
There's room there on the front.
Yeah.
I hear the motion to accept the minutes as typed.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion passes.
You all reverse yourself from last month.
You seconded and you.
Good.
That's the way it's supposed to work, right?
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. We're all participating. I just thought that was funny.
In the way of old business, there's none. New business, none. Public comment, none.
I can give y'all a quick update if y'all want
Should
on a
we
couple of
have,
things.
should we have election of officers?
You can if you want to, because I don't know when Dog's going to get to that, and at least you'd have your board and know who's doing what. I'd rather go ahead and do it since it's been put off so long.
Yeah, well, we were supposed to do this in
November.
November. Yeah, so we're really late.
Thank you. I'll take my over back.
All right.
What,
I'll look forward to nomination of officers.
I'll nominate Kevin to continue as our chair.
I'll accept.
Aye.
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 I abstain. Need a motion for someone for vice chair. I'll nominate Ruth.
Okay.
I'll second it.
All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
And we need a secretary.
As I'm hurriedly typing.
I think Sonia's doing a fine job.
I think she is too. I would like to nominate Sonia for secretary.
I'll second that. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye. The only thing I miss is not having our new member on. You know, I really would like to have a full board for a change, you know what
I
I'm
do
saying?
too, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm waiting. I agree. I'm excited to have a full board and
Yeah.
get him on board and get things
Yes.
rolling.
Yeah.
The house on Washington Street, it will be cleaned up, before the end of next week, the one that Ed Baker owns. Motley Weekline got hired to do that job, and he'll be, now, they're still in the process of whether or not it'll be tore down. They're in the works with maybe making a deal of some kind. I'm not sure, and I'm not privy to that, but I do know it will be completely cleaned up on the outside, everything done by the end of next week.
That's great.
There's also a house on Washington Street that has like a tub in front of it. I don't know if y'all seen it, but I've talked to them. They're remodeling a bathroom,
Oh.
and as soon as they're within 2 to 3 weeks, they'll have all that cleaned up. As soon as their contractor finishes, he's going to haul that off. I'm trying to think. The Rats place, the Breckenridge
Yeah.
property, it got sold. I'm not sure. It's not updated in PVA end yet for me to be able to see it. So I'm not sure who bought it, but they have cleaned it up. It's just, I don't know what they'll do with it now, but they have cleaned up the property. I'm trying to think of some of the other bigger ones. There was a big, huge brush pile on Brookside. I got Janelle to get most of that burned. It had been there for a long time. Been just trying to go through and do some of the cleanup stuff. I was trying to think, there's been a few others I've gotten contact over and been cleaning up.
And what about the place on Boone Street? They've got bundles and bundles of vehicles around that property, and it's not all the way cleaned up yet, but it's a whole lot better than it was, but I was wondering about all the vehicles. Did they have a vehicle repair business there, or what's going on there?
No, I don't think so. So the guy that lives there
Yeah.
his name is Charlie Townsend,
Okay,
and he works at a vehicle repair place. I do know that, but also I do know they have like a really large family. Now all those I don't think's that. I won't even try to pretend that, but I do know they have like a lot of extended family that lives with them. And then I think probably 3 or so of those vehicles is ones that needs to go to the shop, but isn't at the shop. But I have talked to him about it.
Okay.
Yeah, I've talked to him about it. He's a good guy. He really is. He's one of those guys that if I needed something right now, I'd call him and he'd go to it. He's just used to living in the country.
yes.
And I've been trying to work with him and explain to him, the same rules are different for living in the city than in the
Yeah,
country.
exactly.
And he's adjusted, and he does usually work with me, so I'll go back and talk to him some more.
Yeah.
But he usually does good, and then it creeps back, and then it does,
Yeah.
it creeps back.
As I was saying, I think last time I happened to go by there must have been 10 vehicles around that.
Which
house.
probably 6 of those is family members, not even joking, 6 died,
Yeah.
7, yeah. They have, I think, a very large family, and they, I think, they have a lot of extended family, I think, staying with them and things, so, yeah. I was trying to think, but that's one I watch a lot, and then I'm still working with Dodd on trying to get, that other ordinance so that we can tackle the dilapidated houses. I have my
Yes.
list that is sitting on the top priority of my desk. I really want to start getting on that.
Yes.
I got the ordinance together. He wants me to get the definitions. This is something I want to talk to you guys about tonight. If you all wanted to have a meeting, either special or like have a meeting of the minds, whatever you want to call that, I would like your all's opinion on that. I feel like we have a good base. I'll even let y'all look at it and see if y'all have any recommendations. I'll send that out to you guys, like just the base part of like, basically what it means is before the way the nuisance ordinance was wrote is you can send them a verbal message. It's kind of at the privy of the zoning administrator. You can talk to them, then send them a letter. If the letter don't work, you can take them to court. There's really not a lot in there that you can find. So Mount Sterling, they would do their houses by the ones that have a bunch of liens on them, and they would foreclose on them. Our properties, there's the 90%, 90 to 99%. They're properties that everybody pays the taxes on. They don't have a bunch of, tax liens and things like that you could go in and pay and foreclose on the property yourself.
Right.
It's just older homes that it was the family members, they inherit it, they pay the tax every year. They don't really do a whole lot with it though. But that's where it comes us into play. So right now, if we can pass the ordinance to where it has to meet to it that says, after your first write-up, the way I kind of got it wrote up, and I'm open to suggestions, this was a base, and we can change it any way you guys want to. But it basically says that it will be that after the first warning within, not warning, but like later, I can verbally talk to them, but then if they get a later, the first one in 3 months, you can get fined so much money.
Right.
If you get a second one within 3 months, it's so much money and so much a day. And then I think there is a third and final one that, you can keep applying it, and each day consists of different fine. And then all these liens can be placed on their property, and that forces the foreclosure if, like, they just never do anything. And then a lot of the people that I know that have these houses, if they're looking at actual fines because they do pay property taxes, it's people that they'll probably want to start doing something with them, especially if money's attached to it. So, that's kind of how it reads, but Dodd said it doesn't have a lot of meat to it. Like, the ordinance itself has meat to it, but you need definitions that define what makes it have that first
Right.
violation, second violation. We need to have more of the definitions. And then, like I said, I'm open to suggestions from you guys on the meat part of it. But we need to get together and come up with, under Department of Housing, Building, and Codes, and like BOCA, I think it's like the nationwide
It is.
codes.
I can't remember the name
Yeah.
of it right now.
Yeah, I can't, it's,
Yeah.
the short one is BOCA, BOCA,
Yeah.
but I can't think of what it stands for. But, Yeah, so if y'all want to get together at some point and us work on that so I can get that to him, that's what he needs to finalize it, and me and him talked late last week, and I was waiting to the meeting to talk to you guys about it and see if we can get together to work on that.
Now, see, I think it would be a really good idea if we got all the information in front of us and we could sit down and talk about it and find out what happens, because right now I know letters are going out and then nothing happens, and
Well,
there's nothing to do to
it-
make anything happen.
Well, it's kind of one of those situations I'd like to change it because, like, with Stefan, I went to court
Yeah.
and look at where we're
Yeah.
still at. If you are
Exactly.
only forced either, and it's really hard for the city to go in and tear down a house
Right.
when it puts us open to lawsuits. So
Exactly.
if we have a different ordinance that backs it up, then it don't put us open to lawsuits, even if we did have to go in and do that. And it does also say in that ordinance that that is the last resort. We have the ability to go in and foreclose, but it's got everything that backs it up that's saying, hey, we tried every way in the world to work with these people, they didn't do it. It
Yeah.
is a danger to the community, we have to do something kind of thing. So, yeah, you all can let me know like tomorrow if y'all wanna shoot me an email, give me some times that works for y'all. I can pretty much meet anytime, even with, well, y'all all have jobs, so probably evenings would work better, but yeah.
And
That sounds good.
I pretty much go with whatever everybody else needs.
Yeah, like maybe another Thursday in between city, I can't do them on city council nights,
Right,
but,
right.
you know,
Yeah,
somewhere in
sure.
between there, yeah.
Be fine.
Okay, yeah, you all just let me know, we'll just kinda shoot each other an email tomorrow, kinda play around with some dates and we'll make it happen. Does that sound good? Okay. That's about it that I had as far as Board of Adjustments. There's a few other things going on zoning that will be going on.
Okay, I have one thing. I wanted to relay a thank you for getting the light fixed
Oh,
for
yay!
my friend over there. It's
Well,
all
good.
fixed and they've got light on that
Yay.
street, and my friend said, be sure to tell Ann that.
Oh, well,
They
good, well, she's
appreciate-
very welcome, very
Yes,
welcome.
very
I'm glad to
appreciate
help,
getting
yeah, I
that
try
light
to.
fixed. Yes,
Good.
yes. What about the, we still haven't heard anything about when the case with Mr. Markham's gonna come. Do they still have to get a different judge?
I
Is
think
that
that's
all
what,
in
they
the
got it
works,
put
or-
off again on the 6th, so I'm assuming it'll be, is what I think Billy told me. Cause it was supposed to have some kinda thing and it got put off because of the judge stuff.
Yeah,
So hopefully I'll hear something in February. She usually updates me, and if I get any like new information, I'll send it to you guys in an email.
okay, good
Yeah.
deal, good deal.
Yeah.
Okay, that was the question I had. Now, the ordinance on the accessory building, is there anything that we as Board of Adjustment, need to help you on that, or will that be planning?
You
or
know, I
that will
don't
be
think
straight
it-
city council?
I
How
sent
will
that
be
to
handled?
Dodd, and you know, it was when we all talked about it previously. So Dodd was waiting until March or some date
Yeah,
that
it is.
gets finalized. So I leave it on there just so that I don't forget
I'm
to do
with you.
it. But touch base with me on that one maybe in April is what I'm
Okay.
thinking. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
good.
I'm trying to get through this other one before we
Yeah.
tackle that one. But also I gotta wait till March anyways when that finalizes at the state.
And I see here where you got all the map things taken care of. That's all a done deal now?
Yeah,
with
it's all done
updating all
deal.
the maps?
Yep, and then I sent an email to the Prep Academy today, making sure and sent them the link to the form to make sure they knew to pay the 1%, cause where they're new to it, they might not have known, so I just sent out a friendly email letting them know they're in city limits, they do have to pay that, yep.
And the business license, is that all coming along too?
They're never all done, but I'm still working on that one. I've actually was going to send out a couple of emails, tomorrow to a couple of them that still hasn't paid.
Okay.
We're still out about $12,000, but out of the entire money, like, we've got 90%. So that's still pretty good. And you don't always get 100%, just
Yeah.
being honest. I mean,
Yeah.
just don't. But if you can get close to 90-95%, you're doing really good. But I'm still working on, because there's a couple I know them and I can get that money. I've just gotta keep counting them.
But the problem is sometimes they keep getting farther and farther and farther behind until they get themselves in a hole.
Yeah, now these are all just mostly current year ones.
All current
Yeah.
year ones.
There's
That's
probably
good.
only maybe 5 that's more than 1 year.
More than one
Yeah,
year. Okay.
yeah, yeah.
Okay. That was all the questions I had. I don't know if anybody else has questions.
No, I've got nothing else.
Okay.
Anything
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Enter a second.
I'll second it.
All in favor,
We were first.
signify by saying aye.
Aye.
We reversed ourselves from the last meeting.
Oh, right, yeah.
for the opportunity again to be back to do the business that we have to do for our little town. I pray that you just help us in every decision we make, that it be for the good of the community. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
All right. Have we seen the minutes? Do I hear a motion to accept them as typed?
Motion we accept the minutes.
Do I hear a
Most of them
second?
or one of them?
Both of them or just one?
No, I can't do both, because I wasn't at the special meeting. Did one, then we'll do
I'll make the motion, except the minutes
no special meeting.
of the special meeting.
All right, so that's one for the December and one for the special meeting. Do I hear seconds on each one?
I'll second.
You need to, we need 2 seconds.
1001, 1002.
So,
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it. Motion carried. Old business, none. New business, James Clark. Seems like I've heard that name before. What you got for us today, Mr. Clark?
So I'm with PBT Bancorp. It's the old, they just rebranded it as People's Bank and Trust of Hazard, which is a 103-year-old bank. They've started branching down this way, and I've joined them. And we're hoping to open temporarily up here in the Billington Insurance, the old Billington Insurance building, until we can build. We bought the lot behind the post office, 190 Blackburn Street, and would like to present to try to build there if we could.
I gave you guys a copy of everything, but he's got bigger plans if he wants to show you guys.
If y'all like to see,
Yeah, let's take a look.
I've got several copies, or we can lay one out, whatever's easiest for you guys. Can you lay a couple of them out here for you guys?
Yeah, probably.
That's the survey.
Grab that for you.
Let me lay one over here. So, that's the survey there. Let me lay another one there.
You want to leave it just like that?
I can show you how, if you all will leave it like it's laid right, that's the survey. That's actually underlaid on here, I just had it in there. So if you will look, like the drive-through right here, I'll show you all turn it the other way, it'd be easier to keep up with maybe. The drive-through right here, which is right here, that's the post office side. So this is the post office right here. This is Stanton Road, this is Blackburn, and this is Bruin Avenue. So this is the old school annex. Dairy Queen sits right over here, post office right here.
So is this the empty lot behind it?
Yeah.
Oh, that Billy Townsend had?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
yeah.
So Stanton Road, Dairy Queen sits here, post office, and this is Bruin Avenue, Hirsch Furniture right here. So what we've got is, this drawing is pretty close to final as far as square footage, which is about 2,592 square foot, so just under 2,600 square foot. What it'll do is it'll allow us, you know, if we were so lucky to get anywhere above 50 million, we could handle up to 100 million, never have to build on as far as size-wise. So we're doing 6 offices with a conference room, that way the community can use it, bathrooms, kitchen areas, so, you know, if we need to use anything other than that. And I've got a picture of what we want to do on the outside as well, but what we would like to do, if there's no easement, we want to pull it as far towards Stanton Road as we can. We've been in contact with the Sud family that owns the leased property of the post office. There's a manhole tile in there that we'll have to work with them on for sewer if we're able to do this. The other part is the trees that are there next to the post office. They're in pretty bad shape, and they're aware of that. What we asked them is if we could take those out. One, it gives us more visibility, but then we would landscape everything over to their curb, make it lower lying bush, make it better curb appeal. But as you can see from the islands that we're putting in, we're kind of creating our own green space, and we would do really nice landscaping with that as well. What we would like to do is we're going to do the ATM on a separate kiosk, and it'll have an awning over it as well, so that would make it a little nicer there as we go. But that's the gist of it. And let me get the facade here. I don't know if you all got that in the smaller, but what we'd like to do on this end, on a 24-foot span, is it's gonna be about 16 to 18 foot high. We wanna do something that's, you know, area appropriate, and it's also gonna be, as we build in other markets, this is gonna kind of be the layout that we use and the building we use. We'd like to use some kind of wood-like material, even if it's the metal siding. So for the Slade area, we wanna do it very modern, so we wanna do like glass from ground to ceiling, and then on the corners do stone veneer on the bottom. So we want it to be something that's attractive, something that's nice. And I don't know, one thing I wanted to ask, and you may know this
Yeah.
too, on the sign up in the front corner, where we are a little off the road, is we, instead of monument, which I really like the monument, we would like to do it, you know, 12 to 15 foot high and lit, so it could be seen from a parkway as well. I don't know if that's an issue or not.
There is like sign
Sure.
sign
Yeah.
language. I'll get you that, or we can get
Okay.
together, just make sure.
Okay.
I don't think that'll be an issue, but let me look at it
We'll
tomorrow.
stay
I
within
don't, yeah,
guidelines for
yeah,
sure. But
yeah,
I was just,
yeah.
that's why I wanted to.
We'll see what it says, but if it's doable, we'll work with you on it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll go over it with you tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's only one story
Yeah, one story, yeah.
and plenty of parking. It has the
yeah,
Yeah.
it has the minimum parking. He had already presented that, so I checked that. Yeah.
James, what did you say the name of this bank is?
It's PBT Bancorp, the initials PBT Bancorp, but it's the old People's Bank and Trust of Hazard. We just they rebranded in April, and then I come on board late August, so it's pretty new.
So is it the same as People's Bank here?
No, that's People's Exchange.
People's
Yeah.
Exchange, okay,
Yeah,
alright.
that's kind of because like Citizens, that's why Citizens Guarantee went to CG Bank. There's so many
Okay.
Citizens.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So this is People's, so
Okay.
there's so many People's, they
So
went to
it's
PBT Bank.
Yeah, okay.
Just to differentiate a little bit.
Is the ATM drive up?
Yep, absolutely. It'd be an outside kiosk where, and we didn't want to put it in the building. All of us that have, we didn't want to put it in the drive-through lane to slow people down if they just needed an ATM. Plus after hours be well lit in the back as well. One thing I really like about this too is,
Now, does that have a drive-through lane?
yeah, that's what these are right here on the side
Now,
closest to the post
On the
office.
B2, you're not allowed to have drive-throughs.
Okay.
On the what?
B2 zone.
Oh, B.
So we could, for banks, I thought that was part of this.
Banks is allowable, but drive-throughs for banks is not allowable, and no drive-throughs allowable in B2. Yeah.
Change in business.
Huh.
I said we have to.
You
go
could do a zone change,
Okay.
change it to B3 so you could get it allowable for
Okay.
drive-through. Just since I have you guys here, do you all, unless there was neighbors there, let's say that, you know, no one opposed to them getting a zone change, would you all have a problem with them going to B3 there? Okay. When are y'all wanting to build? Okay, so I can get letters out pretty quick on that. I have to get it advertised. I would need to get it advertised, what is today, Thursday? If I send it to them tomorrow, I could get it in the paper for
Yeah,
next
but
week.
there really, you won't have, her furniture, I'm sure could care less, you gotta drive through.
Yeah.
Dairy Queen could care less, the post office could care less. On the other end is, school system has that lot, and then Bruns's, other than the two houses out on the other end, that'd be the only, I'm sure Dairy Queen is not gonna care.
No.
On the other side of the road, there's houses always there.
Oh, do you have to do those?
Yeah, but I mean, that would be off on that other street.
I have to send letters to everyone when I do that, which is no problem. I can
Yeah.
get that done in a
Like, what do you
couple
mean
hours.
everyone? Even the or the
Anybody
houses
adjacent, like in a 360, so across the street,
Okay.
behind it.
There are just a few out
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
All the way around.
So in a 360 around that property is everybody gets a
I thought it
letter.
was across the next street. I feel like there was a.
No, it don't matter if
Okay.
there's a street or not. You
Okay.
just,
Just
every
wherever you can
property,
see 'em.
yeah, if you,
Wherever
it's
you can
within
see 'em.
visibility, yeah, yeah. It doesn't technically have to connect to that
Uh-huh.
property.
Where is
What
the
the
drive-through for where the post office has the drop-off, you know?
That's
the-
right. So where this is, it would literally be right in front of it.
Oh, it'd be right here.
Yeah, because this is where you come into the post office right
Oh,
here,
okay.
so it'd be right there.
Oh,
So
okay.
we're actually
All
further
right.
back from when that drive
Okay.
is.
I know this confusing.
Really, the drive-through where it's gonna be, it shouldn't affect anybody.
Post
It's gonna be
office
right
would
next
be
to
on
the
that
post
property.
office.
Uh-huh.
It won't, but in order for him to be compliant, he has to get that zone change. I don't think anybody will have any issues, but I don't want us to not follow the guidelines.
Right.
So, I mean, if we could do it, we need at least 2 weeks, cause I have to have 10 days notice, so there's gotta be 2 weeks notice. If you all wanted to do like the 29th, would y'all got anything going on the 29th?
I'm not gonna be in town.
You won't be in town, let's see,
My child has a tournament.
what about the 30th?
No, I'll be out.
Oh, you'll be out that-
I'll be out the whole.
What about-
Last week of January.
Would you want to join us live, not actually vote, but if everybody else could be there, would you be okay if we had the meeting? And you just be
I
able
would
to
watch
look
it.
at it and
Yeah,
watch
yeah.
it? Okay. Would we be able to have quorum that day, guys?
29th,
29th is what I'm thinking.
should be able to, yeah.
Okay.
So 2 weeks? Is that what you're
Yeah.
saying?
I know I've got
What
something
day
the
is
30th, but I'm free the 29th.
My phone just died. But it looked like I was clear. As long as I can get here, wherever I'm working.
You guys have to go to the Board of Adjustments first, or
What day
we
is
did
it?
the last.
It's just a
Thursday.
zone change.
Just,
It goes to,
2 weeks from today.
Has to go to city
goes
council.
to city council.
yes.
And we'll go to city council until
the following
12.
week.
Hold on. Do we got time to, let me call the mayor. Mayor's doing a special, well, it won't be before 29th. He's doing a special next week or so. but
It would
won't
have
be
to go to
before
council
29th.
first, it comes to us first.
Goes to y'all first, then council. Yeah. When do they meet?
12.
Yeah.
Which, that's fine.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, because
Well,
weather
let's
may, we
do-
may
you're
not
not
be able to do
gonna
anything with
work,
weather anyway in February, so.
Well, so it gives me a little bit more time. Is there any way we can meet on the 5th? That way I'm not killing myself first thing in the morning since we have to wait till the 12th anyway. What about the 5th? Does anybody got anything going on that day?
February 5th.
February 5th. That way I can send it to city council on the 12th.
I don't know right now. I
What
don't
day-
think I do.
What day is it then?
Thursday. It's a week before city council.
I think
I
I
ought to be
do.
able to.
You think so, Randy? What about you, Kevin?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think
Let's
I went
do-
through on the fifth.
Okay, let's do February 5th then, at 6:30, our normal time. And, I'll give you the information, James, we'll get, that we gotta put a sign out,
Yeah.
10 days before the meeting. And then I gotta get advertised and I'll send out letters, I have to send out letters 14 days before the meeting. So that'll give me a little bit more time to make sure I get all my i's and t's dotted and crossed. The only thing, the city, with that zone change application, everything's covered except for the sign, that's the only thing I gotta do.
Okay.
Okay.
Are we doing 5:30 when we have special meetings?
If y'all wanna do an earlier time, we can, I just threw out 6:30, but whatever time y'all wanna meet, I can meet anytime after 4.
I think we did 5:30 last time, because we didn't have, they didn't have to meet.
Yeah.
That's
Y'all wanna
that's
do
gonna be-
earlier, get out of here
That's gonna be
earlier?
on a Thursday. I got one plays ball on Thursday night, so the earliest I could do it'd be better for me. That's what I
Okay.
like.
Okay,
That's all right, you up?
Yeah, I'm
What y'all
fine.
think,
I like
5:30?
the early.
I can be here at 5:05.
be hard for you sometimes?
Sometimes, I can plan for it and
Okay,
think
okay,
I can do it.
let's do 5:30 on the 5th, 5:30 on the 5th of February. Yeah. I'm gonna write that down, I'll forget.
Yeah.
Yep.
5:30 on the 5th.
How long will it take them to put the bank up, James?
Well, if we were, let's say we could get started 1st of February, which that's weather, they're saying between August and October, so I'm saying October at the earliest, just to be realistic, because everything costs more, it takes longer than you seem to think when you start. But the plan is to be fully open and running before winter hits this year again.
Okay.
We've got a- we've
How
got
many
a-
employees will you have?
So initially, we will have 6 full-time and 2 part-time, so,
Okay.
and hopefully it grows from there. We'll probably have more people in there because there's some people that are driving, I don't know if you all know the name Jimmy Kaiser, he's worked for him for
what happens is they will either approve or disapprove, and then if it's approved, it gets final, approval at the city council
That's
meeting.
it.
Mhm.
Okay. All right.
And then once that's done, now, if y'all want to, I guess you all could let him know if you all are in agreement with the development plans upon approval of zone change, if y'all want to. That way, after that, he's good to go. Yeah, he wouldn't have to come back. And just put it contingent upon that getting approved.
So let's make it official then. Are we in a total agreement of the plans laid out, with the, what's the right word?
Well, actually, y'all need to make a motion. Do
Yeah.
we need
Yeah.
to- Okay, I'll make a motion that if it passes through the zoning change, that we will approve him to go.
Okay,
Yeah,
Go ahead,
yeah,
Tim.
I was working
yeah.
towards
And
it.
Yeah,
final
yeah, yeah.
approval at city council.
Yeah, upon approval of city
Yeah.
council.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
The ayes have it, motion carries.
Thank you guys very much. Do you all need to keep a copy of this? Do you want to
I
keep
would
a
like one copy if you
Yeah,
don't care.
sure, absolutely.
Just to keep it for the file. Thank you.
Thank you.
And then I'll get with you in the morning, James, on everything.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you all very much for your time.
You're welcome.
Welcome.
Good to see you.
Anything else?
That's your law.
Oh, yes. Election of officers. Does anybody want the chair position?
I nominate Tony Story as chair.
I second it.
All righty then, I accept.
I'll vote.
The ayes have it, motion carried.
You vote yes.
Yes. All right, for vice chair. Do we have a current vice chair now?
And you vote.
Randy, okay.
I make a motion.
Keep Randy.
Yeah.
Tara seconds. All in favor say aye.
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 You accepted, okay. Motion carried. Treasurer,
Or secretary.
oh, secretary, that's what I meant, I'm sorry. We treasure Kevin,
I make a motion to keep Kevin.
All
I'll
right.
second it.
Karen makes the motion for Kevin. Randy second.
You sure you don't want to do it?
Margaretta thirds it. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. The ayes have it, motion carried.
It's really not that hard.
All right,
Yeah.
that's all the officers we have, right?
Yep.
That's it.
All right, do I hear a motion to adjourn?
I make a motion that we adjourn.
Second.
All in
Third.
favor say aye.
And Kevin, I will say that